Alright guys, hi, welcome to this video notes for lesson 3. We're going to talk about the achievements of the Sumerians, and it matters because all these important advancements that they make in farming and writing is going to lay the foundation for future civilizations. Like we talked about today, we still use the inventions that they came up with, and that cultural diffusion where two countries or two civilizations are sharing information and making their lives better, that's cultural diffusion. All right, so here we go. Let's move myself over here. There we go. So one of the first advancements that let's just go ahead and get this done. We want to talk about is the effect of writing. So what the first writing that we know of, and there may have been writing in other places, but this is the first one that we know of that we can read. And they actually didn't have paper to write in. They would have written on clay tablets like that with a stylus. And we still use that word today, a stylus. And the effect is that they were able now to keep records. They could know exactly how much of a surplus they had, how much money people owe them, and where the best trading is possible. That's a great thing. But writing also allowed them to write stories. And now they can write down what their heroes are doing. They can write down recipes for baking. They can write down methods for making the best armor or how to train a horse or all of the things that they need. Now they don't have to keep learning it over and over and over. They can write it down so that everybody knows what to do. But one of the most important things is who could write, who was able to write, and that would have been the scribes. So scribes were professional writers, and it comes from the Greek word called scribble. Just like a 2-year-old would scribble on a piece of paper, you can see that scribes is there. And so scribes had a very important place in society because they were able to write. And that was an important deal. That was really a big deal for them. And this ability to write lets us know what happened with the Sumerians and how they lived their life. All right, so remember, you can stop the video at any point to fill in the blanks. Another important achievement that they had was the wheel. Now, the wheel was able to allow them to do many things. And we talked about some of those in class today. But one that we did not talk about was a potter's wheel. And it helped improve farming, and it also made their pottery better, because if you've ever seen a potter's wheel, that was something that they were able to use to make their pottery more efficient and sturdy and more symmetrical. And that was a great advancement, because without the wheel, they wouldn't have had the plow, they wouldn't have had chariots for warfare. The wheel made their life so much easier, and it's super intriguing to me that they could build so many wheels that were so close in size without any tools that we have today. And so I find that part really exciting and really intriguing, and I get kind of a little bit impressed by what they were able to accomplish. All right, so there's one more slide for me, and we are going to talk about the plow. The plow is a instrument that they were able to use for planting, and it improved their farming because it made planting faster, and they were able to break up that hard soil and break it down so that they were able to plant larger plots of land and have an even bigger surplus. The plow was only possible because they were able to combine tin and copper and make bronze and have that strong plow, and the domestication of animals. So here you can see in this artifact from Sumeria a toy rendition, a small replica of something that would have been maybe in a tomb for a king. And the guy has a cow here, and he's using the cow to help him pull that plow through there and break up that hard soil for planting. Great invention for farming, and it really allowed for the surplus of farming to be at an all-time high. All right, so we have some more contributions, and here comes Miss Tickle with the rest of them. Or not the rest, Mr. Kennedy will have some too.
Please report to the front office. Thank you.
Someone's printed 9,600 copies of paper, y'all.
Okay, so some more Sumerian contributions. The advancement or achievement here in the picture looks like a sailboat. So, sails. The effect is that it allowed ships to travel faster. When ships can travel faster and they can get across that water, you are going to get trade. So you've got an economy starting. Now we are on to a math system based on the number 60. This is where I need you guys to put a star. Put the star by the 60, okay? 60, remember that. Everything was based upon the number 60, so 360 degrees in a circle. Is that right? 360 degrees? Yes, I had to check because I'm not a math teacher. Social studies. Okay. 360 degrees in the circle, and the effect of that is that the circle, look at there. Look, I already knew it. 360 degrees of the circle, see? Okay. What can I say? I'm that good. Okay. It divided a year into 12 months. Now we have advances in medicine. What effects does that bring? They used natural ingredients to produce healing medicines. This is the first time we're seeing medicines pop up in a civilization. They listed treatments according to the symptom and anatomy of the body part. Now we have architecture, the science of building. First time we're seeing this too. And what is this picture here? It's our ziggurat. Remember what's at the very top? Got to remember this. It's the temple where the priests could go to worship. Remember it. Effect. Large palaces and homes were then built. The ziggurat was tall temples. Art. The effect was pottery. Oh, you see that little picture wiggle? That was so cute. Jewelry. Oh, you see that little picture wiggle? Cylinder seals. Stone cylinders engraved with designs. Remember that when you're in the art category, this means we're starting to talk about artisans, skilled workers, which means what? We have specialization. Specialization. You know, I want you to write that in. Write it right here. Specialization. Ooh, let's see if Miss Tickle can spell that correctly. Ooh, can I fit it on? Oh, look, I can't get the O in the end. There you go. Specialization. Okay. Would it pause? I don't know how to pause it. Here I go again. Oh, my be getting so sick and tired of seeing me not able to do this. Don't discard.
Woo! Mr. Kennedy here for your hot question. So, 3 to 5 sentences, please, with vocabulary. Now, your vocabulary, remember, go back to the front of the packet and try to include as many vocab words as possible. That's how we're going to start practicing our vocab. 3 to 5 sentences with no pronouns, please. We're taking off. Saw a lot of pronouns and no vocabulary used for my students. I don't know about Miss Tickles and Miss Hodges' students, but vocabulary needs to be used. I'm saying it. I want you guys to use it. All right, so here we go with our hot question. What do you think writing is one of history's most important cultural advances? Why do you think writing is one of history's most important cultural advances? Go back to your vocab. I do not want to see pronouns, and answer with 3 to 5 sentences. One sentence is not going to cut it. So go ahead and pause it and answer with some vocab, no pronouns. So, whoa, we have another hot question popping up here. Once again, same rules apply. Other than writing, what do you think was Sumer's most important invention or achievement? And why would you think this? So think through their inventions and achievements, which we've already done for Sumer. and go back to our vocabulary and choose 3 to 5 sentences with vocabulary words. Sorry, 3 to 5 sentences with vocab words, no pronouns. Please go ahead and pause that and answer this hot question now. Thank you.